Well, hello there friends, my name is Mish and today we are going beach metal detecting. I've only got a few hours today. We'll do a bit of wet sand, bit of dry sand, try our luck in a few spots and hopefully come up with some goodies. So without any further ado, let's grab the gear and let's go hunting. Okay, we've arrived. We've powered up, we've kitted up, we're good to go. We're going to do a bit of the shoreline and maybe head up to the dry sand a little bit as I've only got a couple of hours to spare, so easy diggins does sound good today. Well, this is not at all risky. Standing, basically on the edge of the very cold water, which I've just discovered, just to block you from the wind. And our first target of the day, actually a little bit hard to track. I've not got a great deal of confidence in it and it's got a stronger signal this way, so pardon the wind. Mid-30s, definitely in that pull tab range, but nonetheless, it's a target. We've got our lovely grey sand there, meaning that this area's not moved a great deal. .34 is where it wants to sit. I'm still not overly enthusiastic, but happy to be proven wrong. What on earth have we got there? I got a thingy do. Yep, that's what we're going to call that. Not a clue. That is a spring of some sort. I don't know. Anyway, it's off the beach. Let's keep going. Well, it's now very possible I've come across a little cluster of targets. I got a signal up here. Very strong 32. Not to say it's not a pull tab, but also less than a foot away from it, another 32, and possibly some higher signals underneath, not too sure. Could just be when I've got both targets under the coil at the same time. But let's see what these first two are, and that might inform our decisions a little bit. Oh, first one is definitely a coin. That'll be a 20-cent piece. There it is. I love the dark patina of sorts that comes out on this beach. That will all wash off by the time I get home, but nonetheless, first coin of the day. I could say with reasonable confidence that that's going to mean its neighbour is probably the same thing. A little bit deeper for this one. Still going. Alright, here we are. Can we see it? You tell me if you see it, okay? Actually, I just saw it then. Let's give this one a bit of a wash. Again, avoiding the wind where we can. 20-cent piece number 2. Nice. Now, while you're still with me, let's have a quick scan, see if we get any other signals. Ooh, maybe? Either a false alarm or something just slightly out of range. That's okay. That is promising. Let's scan this area. The jury's out on this one a little bit. I've got a wacky higher signal. Now we're not too far from our 20-cent pile over the back there. Going very slowly in this area now. 42, 43 is where it wants to sit, but I'm getting occasional blips in the 50s and getting ones. Could be leaning towards a bottle cappy type thing. Oh, it sounds pretty awful now. Yeah, that one's a bottle cap, my friends. It's all right. We'll take the good with the bad, won't we? Other bottle cap off the beach. Well, just for the record, a 4142 on the Nokta Legend is a brass wing nut. Oh, I'm sure I'll find a use for it somewhere. I do have a container of cleaned up bits and bobs, screws, wing nuts, bolts, that sort of thing that may still be useful. Maybe I should get some DIY projects on. All right, anyway, let's move on. Well, it's been a really quiet beach so far, so you can imagine my surprise when I got a really loud sound in my headset. 44, small, and shallow because I'm getting sort of a multiple beep as I swing over it. Shallow but not shallow enough. Sounds all right. It might be a dollar coin maybe, but I don't, for whatever reason, I don't think it's one of our modern coins. Whoop, what on earth? This might be related to the wing nut I just found actually. Yep, sure is. That is a brass washer. And if I find that wing nut, I reckon that has been a set at some point in time. Oh well. More bits and pieces for the shed box. Never know when I'll need them. Well, we've got some variation in our currency at least. 26 is a 10-cent piece. So 50 cents on the board so far. Long slog to coffee today, but it's something. Come have a giggle with me, guys. I had a signal here. You can see where I've dug one scoop, and the reason why I didn't turn the camera on is it was a mid-30s tone, but it kept going from about here all the way to over here. Still sounded a bit too low to be a can, but I thought surely this can't be anything good. And look, it's still nothing amazing as far as I can tell. I've spotted one sinker here. Let me get that one out the way. I've still got a signal in the pile. And I've still got signals here, so we may very well have a sinker spill. In fact, I have just spotted another two. There's one there. And one right there. So that should be 3 in my scoop now. Still a signal in there. So let's flatten this out, see if we can see it. Oh, I can see a fishing hook. I can see another 3 sinkers at least. Let's get the hook out the way so I don't stand on that. Oh, I can see 4 sinkers now. Oh, this is ridiculous. Start placing your bets, guys. How many sinkers am I going to find in this spill? We've got 3 in the scoop. We've got, oh goodness, the hook's caught on my scoop. We've got that in there too. All right, plop that down. Pinpointer out. So, 3, 4, 5. What's this attached to? A swivel, we'll take that. 6, 7, 8. Another swivel. 9. Someone's had a bad day fishing. Oh, little one, 10. 11. Oh goodness. 12, 13. 14. I might turn the camera off shortly, but let's see how many we at least get in this pile. That's a 3rd swivel. All right. 15. Yeah, okay, camera's going off. We had 15 in this pile. We still haven't checked in here. I'll get back to you. Have a guess. Well, I had to dig 3 more scoops out of here. I think I've gotten them all out of here. There's something here, definitely something here, and I can see things here. I can see at least 3, maybe 4 more sinkers. But again, I'll get back to you with the count. Keep guessing. Well, apparently I did miss one after all. There is another signal in there, but let's do a bit of a count, shall we? All right, I'm gonna rinse them off. Okay, so we already had 15 of them. Whoop. Don't lose them again, Mish. So what do we got? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29 of them, plus potentially one still in there. So could be 30 sinkers. Well, Sinker Squad, have I made up my quota for you? I definitely don't find them like that usually, but as you can see, a lot of them are very similar style. So someone's obviously had an incident with their tackle box. They've lost them all in one go. Their loss, my gain, I guess. Alrighty. I will let you know if that ends up being a sinker in there, but otherwise, we're going to move on. And in a surprise that comes to absolutely no one, that was sinker number 30. Well, this could be one of my last shoreline signals. The tourists are moving in thick and fast. However, we do have a faint, very jumpy signal. It wants to sit around the mid-40s when I can get it, but I can barely get a depth reading on this one. And it's just enough for me to want to check it out. Alright, looks like we got it out. Only just, mind you. Talk about a fight. 46, 47 with some iron grunts. But that could just be the sand. Please don't be a bottle cap. Nah, not a bottle cap. That is a 2-cent piece. Was it worth the fight? I don't know. But 2 cents nonetheless. Well, we're on the home stretch of our short venture onto the sand today. We've moved up onto the dry sand. Hopefully, quick couple of coins and fun finds to finish. And I'd probably count this one as a fun find. It was a very iffy mid-20s signal. And it looks like we've got a lure. A spoonbill type lure. Without the hook, thankfully. That lure's in good condition. Could definitely reuse it. So maybe I'll pass that on to one of the many fishermen I know. And it can be used again. Awesome. This is the weirdest, junkiest sound, but we're going to roll with it. Okay, it's stable on this side. Oh, it's all over the place on that side. Is it a can? It may very well be. Could be a phone or something though. Certainly that kind of size as far as I can tell, but that is now a clean 48. No, it's a stonking big sinker. Along with something else in there. Okay, that explains why it's wacky. Oh God. Have we found another sinker spill? Anyway, let's get this. Oh my gosh. What even is that sinker? Okay. As I was saying, definitely a lowish tone down there. Maybe something up here too. Leave it with me for a bit. Well, ladies and gents, we have our answer. And, oh, did I get it? No, I did not. We've got sinker spill number 2 is the short answer. And this time, instead of quantity, we've gone for, I don't know, quality, I guess. These things are the size of a chicken egg. That is ridiculous. But anyway, I now have 2 of them. And that's very efficient for my recycling. Oh, actually, I don't think that's a sinker. That's been in the same pile, but that is ringing up much higher. 49? No, okay, it is one of them. I'm just getting the long side. A three egg sinker spill. And suddenly my fines pouch is a whole lot heavier. That's it for this one though. Let's fill it in. Let's keep going. This target here is a bright and chirpy 42. And the signal's not detectable high up off the ground, which makes it more likely to be a coin. This is not a definitive way of checking. However, if I was still getting a signal up here, it's more often than not going to be can slaw or a can. So that's promising. 42, couple of bars down. Already out. Please don't be a sinker. Oh no, please don't. Oh my goodness, all I want's a goldie, my friends. All I want. And this is caught on something because it keeps pulling out of my scoop. We're going to get some hooks as well. Let's follow the trail. Maybe just line. Oh no, one rusty crusty old hook. Glad that didn't end up in someone's foot. I was starting to get so sceptical of low 40 signals that I wasn't even filming them, thinking it's just going to be sinker after sinker today. Well, of course, the first one I don't turn the camera on. 42, 43. What have we here? We've got $1. Something very unusual's happened to this dollar though. So as we can see, both the reverse and the obverse are quite shiny, but it's developed a patina just on the edge itself. Very unusual. Cool. Now we're talking, guys. I've moved away from the general fishing area and in more of a recreational area to finish up. Another very goldy sounding tone, possibly a $2 coin. It's a 40.41. Not going to have to dig far for it either. There it is. Excellent. $2. So what do we got? $3.52. almost at my old coffee money goal. As I say, we're probably going to have to bump that up to $5 an hour to account for inflation. So we'll go for a $5 coffee today. Feeling optimistic I can get at least another goldie, hopefully two. Absolute tragedy has just struck. Can you work out what the issue is? Can you see it? Or rather, can you not see it? My battery's just going flat on the Legend. To be fair, I didn't charge it up prior to this adventure. I do have the power pack in my car. Should we go for that other coffee? Should we? I think we should. You know what? I'm going back to the car. We're going to get that coffee money. All right, back soon. Well folks, time to call it. My metal detector went flat. I put the backup power bank into it to prolong its lifespan, and do you think I could find any other decent targets? Nah. I found a bottle cap, found a sinker, and you know, I think the beach is just telling me to call it today. But I've had a lot of fun today. Did not expect those sinker spills, that is for sure. I have got plenty more lead for my collection. As you know, I will recycle that, turn them into dive weights, and help more people to appreciate our beautiful beaches and oceans. So if you enjoyed this adventure, guys, please don't forget that like button. But in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I will catch you on my next adventure. Cheers.